Hey, my beloveds out there. It's your brother Phil, the Sidewalk Saint. I have a special letter from my brother behind bars. I hope he gets this letter because his cries have been heard. And I just want to talk a little bit about the extremity that can be forced upon us by our higher selves, believe it or not. You know, I'm not going to talk too much about what's going on in my life, but it could have involved being behind bars and whatnot. And in another energy, it would have certainly involved something of that nature. But let's talk about my brother that's behind bars. And he's found the truth. And it's no coincidence, by the way, my friends. Anyone that is behind bars, you know that this letter is for everybody still, but understand that when the big things come into your life, the big destructions and the big madness and things like that, it's only a reflection of what's inside of you. But also, to start out this letter, I just want to say the greatest, most beautiful, amazing sacrifice that any brother or sister can make in this world is to actually be the Dark One. And it's not that they came here as darkness. It's that they were willing to take the hit for their brothers and sisters to push so many into the light. Now understand what I'm saying very clearly. The person that takes the darkness, he's the closest to God, and in this respect that he would it's hard. Let me try to explain this. He is willing to take the dive for his brother. Let's put it that way. Real basically, or sister. They're willing to come down here because they don't come from up there as some kind of darkness. They come down here with a plan to help others. That they were willing to take the sacrifice and be the bad guy so that you could learn or remember or be forced into remembering how to be the good guy. In plain and simple terms, that is divine. That is so beyond divine. So the ones that have killed or maimed or even raped, I know it sounds crazy, but you've got to understand the life plan is a big orchestra, right? You're up there, you sit up there with your guide angels, are like, okay, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get this or these people to awaken and to become enlightened and to down the road have a better life, or right there and then have a better life. They don't start out up there as rapists or murderers. They start out up there as great high angels, as wonderful, powerful star seeds of God that are willing to do anything to help you. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? I think it does, and I hope you do understand it. So actually, our brothers behind bars should be have a reverence for them. We should have respect and love for them. It sounds horrible and twisted, and there are cases when the physical vessel is so damaged that nonsense is all that comes out. Some crazy psychopathic murderer, dude, of course. We don't have to hate them, though. We just need to put them behind bars. But for my brother who's seeking the light, for those that still have some sanity and that still are connected to their God seed in their body, like my brother behind bars that this letter is for, you need to understand, you are blessed. The angels are at your feet washing them. You are a great, great, great one. And then, so what I want you to do is recognize that. Recognize that. And some of the greatest awakenings that have ever happened on this planet have been behind bars. That's the place where everything's stripped away and where you become the most powerful that you could ever be, because you are forced to face yourself. And that is what makes jail hard. You have to deal with yourself. You have to release the illusions. And let me tell you the difference between illusions and reality. Reality is love. Illusions are anything contrary to love. So when you bring love into your life, or even if you got madness flowing through your brain right now, if you sit there and with tears in your eyes, on your knees, beg your higher selves and all the angels to surround you because they want to. And guess what? They're already there. They've always been there. They never left your side. They're just waiting for you to pop, baby. They are waiting for you to pop. I know because it happened to me. I popped. So I'm not gonna get into my story, but it was enough to make you want to kill yourself. And I'm not dead. And now my life is amazing and beautiful and absolutely beyond belief. And it's not that I'm like some movie star now or rich or anything. It's just I changed everything through the things that I preach in my letters and through the guidance of Archangel Gabriel, Michael, Melchizedek, Metatron, and Mother Mary, and Jesus, and all these amazing angels that surround you. And when you decide to hear that they're talking to you, they will speak words to you. Because they are all real. They're more real than we are. This whole thing is a freaking show that we're putting on. That's the wild part. This is us ascending this planet through our difficult times. We're helping to bring all this into a new light, into a new place. A lot of things that weren't possible anymore are possible now. A lot of people that want to become enlightened can truly become enlightened now. Like Jesus said, you will do all this and greater. And so now is that time, literally and utterly. We're already in it. It's already happening. And that's why so many people are reaching out for this stuff now. Because they know in their heart that things have changed. And the Dark Ones can't keep us down anymore. They've been completely exiled from this planet, by the way. So it seems like the good ones die young, but not anymore, buddy. The good ones die old and help others to die old. That's the new saying. Let's just say that. That's just beautiful. Anyways. So, brother, see the difference. Even in prison, I can think of several masters that have been in prison and been absolute ecstasy and joy all the time, because the reality is that everything's around you is that. And actually, when you see that, even your brothers that would wish to harm you in prison, they'll change their ways around you. They'll have no choice. Because when you see the God and beauty in them, and the fact that you know the secret that they came here to sacrifice their lives and their freedom to help others. Literally, that was the decision made up in the stars. Before they came here, they were willing to take that hit to make so many, or even just one person they loved so much, to force them to reconcile with God, to reconcile with joy. To be able to be forced. And you know what? It's going to happen over and over and over and over and over. The horrible stuff will continue to happen. It'll continue to happen until you finally lay down your swords and pull out your heart sword of love. That is what has to happen. You don't have to go to church. You don't got to be a priest. You don't got to do any of that stuff. All you got to do is realize what is actually around you and what is actually real. Let me just do this real quick thing. Let me just say this. In the beginning, there was the Big Bang, or God, or Buddha, or whatever you all want to call it, all religions accepted. Okay, in the beginning, boom. Well, the intention of the first great causal body, the Big Bang, was love. Okay? And what is God? God is love. And God is all, right? Therefore, all is love. Very, very, very simply put, take that and stick it in a bottle and suck on it. Because that is fucking what's up. Excuse my language. I hate to curse, but that's what's up. So the fact is, if anything you see contrary to love is your illusion that you created around yourself and that others have created around themselves. So don't accept their illusions. See them for illusions. Realize that anything contrary to love is an illusion. And that realization was the beginning of the changing of my life, my marriage, my children, my friends, my family. They don't know who I am anymore, but they sure as hell like the person I am now. So anyways, I hope this letter gets to my friend behind bars, and I know he knows who he is if he came to my site and saw this video. And I want him to know I love him very much. So please feel free to leave a comment and go ahead and even ask me what you want answered, what questions you want answered, and I will go out of my way to make you a letter for each and every question you have, my friend. So I love you guys a lot, and I'm going to check out right now. So you let me know in the comment box what answers you want, or what questions you have, and I'll be happy to make a letter for each and every one of them. With love and blessings, my friends, stay strong. Your brother, Phil, the Sidewalk Saint.